some songs we will never play again. That's why we celebrate a farewell tour of the old Rhapsody style. So maybe some fans will be shocked to not hear any more Emerald Sword or Well, actually, I know that probably in this moment a part of the fans are not really understand, not really into the thing, because maybe somebody is thinking, oh, Rhapsody, another Rhapsody, another Rhapsody. Well, the reality is that in this moment you have two Rhapsody. Luca Turilli's Rhapsody, it was a chapter that Luca closed with my friend Alessandro Conti. And so we have this band and the band of the ex-keyboard player. But what I like is that today the two bands are completely different. There's not so much related, except the word Rhapsody. And there's no competition, and we have a completely different vision, different lyrics, and different music. So, to be honest, when me and Luca did the farewell tour of the old Rhapsody style, we celebrate 20 years of history of this band, we didn't plan to do something together. We were thinking to play 6 months, celebrate 20 years of history of the band, that's it. Then we played more than 1 year and a half. We received a lot of offers, and everybody, promoters, record labels, managers, everybody was telling to us, you should continue. So in the end of the tour we talked a lot and we wanted to do that. But we were thinking to create something different, like a rock symphonic Queen project or something like this. And then we wanted to create a new band, and we had Zero Gravity as the band name in the beginning. So we want to do a new band as Zero Gravity. It's a name that we love, and that's why it's the title track, and that's why it's the title of the new record. But then, of course, managers, Nuclear Blast, promoters, they told us, hey guys, if you do this, it will be almost to restart from zero, because you will receive really low offers from the festivals, from the club shows, for touring, and after more than 20 years that you work so hard for this brand, I don't know if it's the good choice to restart a new band almost from zero. So that's why in the end we found this compromise, and we are using our names, including the name and the word Rhapsody, with a clear message to the fans: Rebirth and Evolution. So we changed the logo of the band, and I think most of the fans realized that we want to do something different, something new. Still, you can feel some Rhapsody touch in the classical music, bombastic choirs, and this is the connection with the past. But nothing more. I mean, we are trying to do something completely different. And Phoenix Rising represent the perfect bridge between the past and now. Because this song has a lot of power metal elements combined to modern sound and different instrument. You can even listen some ethnic instrument in the middle part from India, Tibet, Persia. Yeah, it's interesting because I think we reached our goal. So to create something new, a new band, and we are happy that Alex Olsfard and Patrice and Dominique, they join us, because we said to them after the tour, we want to do something new. If you are with us, good. If not, we can take other musicians, but we will not play the same style of music as we did in the past. But everybody was okay, and so we are really happy. You don't have a limit. I mean, we love what we did in the past, even if we are not listening this kind of music anymore today. And we will be fake with ourselves if we will compose again something that is just power metal or fantasy, or we will be fake. Yeah, for sure. Maybe it will be more easy for us to compose. You stay half time in the studio, you spend half money, you know exactly how to do a record in this way, but it's not what we want to do. And then there is other bands that are doing this, so it doesn't make any sense. I think the biggest difference is the thing that we have. No, we are not limited in this, but we can explore, and we can have a wide range of different kind of sounds and a vocal approach, and different kind of songs in the same record. So different that sometimes you can even think it's a different singer or a different band, but still there is the bombastic choir, classical music that combine every song. So you still feel, okay, it's the same band, it's there, it's this singer, it's this composer, but they are different somehow. So this is great, I think. Well, for example, Luca is doing yoga and many things, so he is used to listen this kind of sounds and instruments from these particular countries in the world. And I am also interested in this kind of things, even if I am not so deep into the things as Luca is. I think it's great because in these moments, unexpected sometimes, the listener can have kind of a different feeling, you know. I like the idea to think that a listener can enjoy the record with different moods, and it's like to watch a movie, or to, you know, it's one experience. It's not just listen a song in the easy way. And they are particular. If I have to be honest, we put in this record some specific sounds that activate some parts of the brain. So it's really not easy to explain, and of course, if you listen this with iPhone and cheap headphones, okay, of course you will not get this. But with a very good sound and good headphones, you can perceive some special effects. And there are two persons that wrote to me and Luca that they were listening 2 points in 2 songs, and they somehow felt something strange in the body, you know, because especially Luca is studying this kind of things, and it's hard to explain, but it's true. I mean, when you go in Asia, you know, they use things to stimulate some point. It's kind of similar, you know, and it's nice to think that we can use these things, not so much, of course, in some songs, because then it will be interesting to see and to hear the reaction, because probably some people will have something strange, or they will feel something like a strange thing happening. Okay, for example, one of these two person was almost sleeping, relaxed in the dark, good headphone, not thinking about anything else. So you and with a good sensibility, you know. So you have to be in a very specific mood. She felt like a hand on the head, and she really wake up like you know. I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't know if, but it was happening so to her. So maybe she was dreaming. I don't know. But anyway, it's good because you can even have this result maybe, and it's even something more that makes a simple record rich, because you have the music, you have the lyrics, the meaning of the lyrics, and then maybe there are some other effects that you can receive, you know. So it's good. I mean, we try to experiment things, and I think that this is the right direction, because you create something personal and new. For example, we have Zero Gravity, the cover artwork, and some people can think that it's futuristic, shy fiction connected to Luca Turilli's works or whatever. Well, this song is, as I told you before, is the bridge between the past and what we want to do now. And it's a very well done, it's very nice, but the real meaning for us is this. You can see a kind of futuristic town on the background that represents the material aspect of life. Then you see a phoenix rising. You see a beautiful face of a girl and a DNA thing, but well, you have the material aspect of the life of the humans, and you have the ascension to a high level of consciousness. This is the really deep meaning. So this is what scientific and what it's not easy to explain, but you know, when you are talking about soul or things like this, well, actually, some people are thinking, not some people, that, you know, there is a universal conscious that in the end is part of every bodies. So that's the point. It's important, the material aspect of the life, but of course it's important also this spiritual level and consciousness of the people, and that's why we love to discover this Tibetan, Indian, Persian, and things like we dedicate one song to Leonardo da Vinci. Soon will be 500 years of celebrating his death, and this man was a genius. I mean, I still don't understand how a man of 500 years ago was able, without computers, without monitors, without any help. And actually I live 50 kilometers far from Vinci, from the town of Leonardo in Tuscany. So I know perfectly the place. I was there many times. I still don't get how a normal man was able to create what he did, to write what he was doing, and It's really like it seems that he had a time machine, really, and he was traveling in nowadays. Look the things and go back to, because sometimes you really think how is possible that one single man with any possibilities and was able to imagine, even imagine, not just he was okay, he was designing, painting, calculating, but even just imagine these things was almost impossible for a man living in his age, in his place. So, and so there are, what is fascinating and attracting me and Luca is this, you know, the secrets of our life, of our universe, of our body, and these things are really interesting for us, you know, and I think many people can reflect and think about these things, and it's good because we want anyway to give a positive message like we did in the past, but it's not, let's say, metaphoric this time. We don't use the name Necron and Algalord. Well, we could use the name New York. We wanted to be fantasy, and now we are a little more direct, let's say. But the positive message is the same. I love my pizza, I love my beer, I love the body of my girlfriend, but there's something more in this life. And sometimes, especially today, with this society, capitalism, money, and today most of the people are forgetting these things. There is something more than a very nice car, and I mean, there's something more deep, something more important in the life. At least I think, and Luca thinks so. That's it. We were thinking about this, but of course it's not easy, and maybe one day. I mean, commercial. It's not really something commercial, because anyway most of the people are talking English, and but I still think it's really exotic and nice. Probably it's a good idea, and maybe in the future we will release something in this direction. In this record we have 2 Italian songs, one about Leonardo da Vinci, Arcanum, one is Amata Immortale, and it's a tribute to Giacomo Leopardi. Is one of the most famous Italian poet. So it was a pessimistic poet, really pessimistic, but it was great, and we loved this what he was writing, and so we dedicate this song to him. Then, to be honest, there is also the bonus track that probably you didn't listen of this record. In the limited edition, it's a cover. The name is Oceano, that means ocean in Italian, and also this song is in Italian. It's a song, a very old song from a girl, Italian singer, and we try to make it like our song, in our style. And I was singing the song, of course, not like a girl, but in a kind of Bocelli way, let's say. And it's a pity that this song is just in the limited edition, because it's really, in my opinion, special. It's really special. I don't know, but there's something really good in this song, and yeah, I hope that the fan will like it. So this time, considering also the bonus track, we were able to put 3 songs in Italian. That it's like a Guinness. I think, and it's good because Nuclear Blast loved this, and we have to thank our record label, because they are incredible. I mean, they didn't ask me and Luca anything, not to listen anything, not a demo, nothing. They trust us 100%. They say, okay, When it's done, give to us the record. You know, they didn't want to listen, not even one song. Even if we said to them, we will write something different, will be different from the past. Yeah, we trust you. Okay. And this is great. This is really great. We didn't know what to expect, of course, and was surprisingly really good. I mean, even the reaction of the fans was amazing. I mean, when we went on in Santiago de Chile, we had like 4,500 people, and we played 2 times. After 6 months, we had still 3,000. So it was something huge, amazing for us, and we didn't expect this. As I told you before, we were thinking to celebrate 20 years, like 6 months, and say goodbye to this kind of music and chapter in our life. But then was like going on and going on, and we are still here because it was so good on stage, the friendship, the synergy, not just between me and Luca, but also with Alex Olsfar and Patrice, all the rest of them. And that's why we decided to create a new band and to continue. And this is our main thing. So at the moment, we want to concentrate ourselves in 2 things. Me and Luca the same. So when I will be busy, for example, with Angra, he will take care of his personal project. But this is our main thing, of course. And it seems that we are getting busy very soon. Even if the record is not out, we are receiving a lot of proposals, and this is good. So it means that the fans appreciate what we are doing. And we have to thank the fans because they even help us with a crowdfunding campaign. So we really thank them. This doesn't mean that we didn't receive a budget from the record company. Luca does give to us a nice budget, but was not enough to reach what we wanted. The quality of the sound that we wanted, with guests on the CD, video, little video, photos, and whatever. We stay in the studio almost 3 months. So, and we spend almost 1 month, 20 days of mixing, because we want every details, every small elements, so it's a matter of choices. You could easily stay half time in the studio and spend half money and put some money in your pocket and say, okay, it's good anyway. But was not the case. And to be honest, me and Luca, even with the crowdfunding, even with the nuclear blast budget, still considering this, and I can tell you it's 6 numbers combined, still considering this, we put something, not so much, just a little bit, but we are under something, me and Luca. So it's like, yeah, but we are happy because we had what we wanted, and especially considering that it's a debut album, it was important to have this, you know. And then we are really satisfied about the guest appearance of Elise, of Amorant, of Marco, Basile, Alessandro, Emily, Ragni, and I think this was really a very great experience in the studio. Best studio experience ever for me and Luca. Because when the tour went good, we were surprised and we had a great time. But we were playing all songs on stage. So we didn't know what to expect in the studio because we didn't work together in the studio since 8 years. So we say, well, maybe in the studio will be good, maybe not, maybe we will fight, maybe... But then it was the best time ever. Not easy, but funny and great time. And Simone Mularoni, the sound engineer, was amazing. This guy was the perfect choice because Luca was considering other studios. I was talking with him about Simone. He didn't know Simone. So he also asked Alessandro Conti and he told Luca the same. This guy is great. The studio is great. He's a great guitar player. He's experienced and he's a perfect guy for you. So we went there and it was right. We had a great time in the studio, great food because luckily the studio is in San Marino, that is, let's say, Italy. It was amazing, great time, really, and we didn't expect this, so we are really happy, you know, and then we even have 20 minutes ready for the next record. Just to, nice. We have a little more, 15-minute songs that we didn't include in this record because then the record will be like 77 minutes, too much. It's not recorded. It's finished, composition, lyrics, everything.
So do you think you will use it?
Yes, for sure. And then we have another song of 5 minutes. So we can say that at the moment we have almost 20 minutes of the new record done, written. So, and then for sure we will go in the studio, Domination Studio of Simone. You know, the record was produced by me and Luca, but without Simone, you know, it was not possible to have this guitar sound, modern. The mix that he was doing was fast and good. Everything, the mastering, and he even played 2 solos in the record. We invited him to play 2 solos, and yeah, it was a great experience, really. I don't know. Maybe Luca. Maybe Luca has something in mind. For me, it's the right direction and the right amount of money to make a record that sounds very good. But of course, you can do even more than this. And it's not like to have an orchestra now. This is good for live. If you do a very good live event with a big orchestra or a stage particular, or this is great. Light effects, pyros or whatever. But on the record, I will not say orchestra. Because to be honest, a real orchestra, if it's so big, will never be perfect. Because it's human. That's the point. So you have to take the best orchestra like London Symphony, for example, London Symphony Orchestra, but not like 200 people. Just the best part, then you will have an incredible result. But if you have really, really a lot of people, you will have the little difference of small microseconds. It's not possible, you know, to have a perfect result. So it's not about this, about the orchestra. It's about the idea, the video, a great story, a great idea for a video. Like, for example, you saw Deutschland of Rammstein. This is, wow. Yes. This is like, it's not just a video clip. It's a Hollywood production. It's a great song. I don't know them so much. It's not my favorite band, but I like them. But every detail, it's amazing. You notice that in this video, in every shin, I don't know if you reflect about this. If you watch the video, in every single shin, there are the 3 colors of the German flag.
I hadn't noticed.
Every. Sometimes you can see them immediately, sometimes,
wow.
But in every single frame, you have the 3 colors of the German flag. And it's not a coincidence. There are many, 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 many little things that you say, wow, the guy that was design and creating this is a genius. I mean, okay, it's not so short, the video. It's like 9 minutes, but inside there are, wow, many things. And it's a nice song, I really like. I was really impressed and surprised. So you can use this to have a great video clip, photos, of course, effects, and the idea of the video clip. Sometimes you don't need so much money. You remember Take On Me of Haha?
Yes.
This was the idea. This is the idea, you know. If the idea is good,
Yes.
maybe you can make it even with few money in a small room. It depends about the idea, you know. This was amazing. You will have this video clip forever in my heart and mind, because, wow. The song was amazing. The band is amazing, and the video clip was, wow, Oscar, really great. I love this. So it depends, you know. In this case, with Luca, of course, we create something that is bombastic, complex, with many instrument elements. So you need anyway a budget and money to do this, because if you stay in the studio for 3 months, somebody has to pay the studio, somebody has to pay the guest, somebody has to pay the food, the hotel, the travels. It's like this. So we are really satisfied, really satisfied. We think that we couldn't do more for this record, really. Maybe include the last 15-minute song, but then will be maybe too much. I think, yeah, it's too much. I mean, I don't think most of the people are able to listen 80 minutes of music, and well, it's
Very
maybe
complex.
getting really too much,
Yes.
I think. Yes, we will have soon another video. I think we will choose the song with Elise,
Yes.
but this will be not the real video. I think we will choose Zero Gravity as the real video. It's the title track, and it's a very special song. I love this song because it's full of different parts. The verse is really theatrical. Then you have the chorus, the pre-chorus that is, wow, fantastic. The middle part with this ethnic
Yes.
instrument, and the even female voices. It's a famous singer. She's from Mongolia, and she sings with for the famous movie composer that you for sure know, because France. At this moment I forget.
Which movie, for example?
Oh, new movies is one of the biggest. Hans Zimmer. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Inception.
yeah,
Yes.
yes. Wow, this movie is amazing.
It is.
And a great solo with really nice mood. This song is complete because it's various. You have some old elements of Rhapsody combined with new elements. So I think it's the perfect choice for the video clip. Then we are also thinking about to release a fourth video, lyric video, when the record will be out. So at the moment I don't know, maybe we will choose the Da Vinci Arcanum song, maybe it will be too much, because most of the people doesn't know Italian.
Yeah, I think this is the most complex
But it
song.
would be nice and interesting to see the reaction of the people when they listen Verdi. Because you know, in this song, for example, it's in Italian, it's all made by me and Luca, but the first sentence of the chorus is Verdi, is the Otello opera. So we use just the word of the first sentence, then the rest is mixed with our composition. There's a Io fulgor della tempesta. This is Verdi. And it's great because it's amazing to think that you can combine something that you create with, you know, this Verdi, Paganini or whatever. And it's interesting. It's a very nice song. And I love the song because in the beginning you really feel like you are in the church in Vinci Town. And actually I know the church of Vinci Town, so for me it's special because I went there. So, but of course, yeah, I don't know if we will use really this song as the fourth one because it's really special. So, but anyway, we will do this for songs, and the official video clip will be Zero Gravity. And then we hope that we will have good reaction for the fans. We hope so. I mean,
I'm sure you will. There was a good reaction to the first song you already released.
I think so.
I expected more people to say, this is not like
Yeah,
old
it's
Rhapsody,
true.
but I only read positive comments.
It's true. Even if this Phoenix Rising is probably the most
it's very
similar song to the compared to and probably is the only one in the record, because the rest of the record is not really in this direction. There are some, but not really. So I was expecting more bad comments too. I mean, people told me that they like the song and they see also that there is something different, and it's great. It means that maybe we did the right thing. So that's it. Alright, so in the beginning, of course, we have to play Zero Gravity, maybe DNA, Phoenix Rising, Arcanum. Of course, we will not play the complete record in the beginning. And of course, we need to play some old hits for two reasons. One, because the record, it's 1 hour. So if you have to do 2 hour show, you don't have the songs. Two, second, because anyway, the fans, they will like to listen some old hits. But we agree with Luca to choose from the Rhapsody CDs just the songs that fit with the new sound somehow. For example, a song like The Frozen Tears of Angels, somehow it's modern. Even a song like Riding the Winds of Eternity from Symphony 1 has some progressive vocal lines. So some songs we will never play again. That's why we celebrate a farewell tour of the old Rhapsody style. So maybe some fans will be shocked to not hear any more Emerald Sword or songs like this from me and Luca.
You don't mean that?
But we will not play. We will never play the songs anymore.
No?
No.
Wow.
Somebody will be happy, I guess. I don't say any name, but I think somebody will be really happy. No, it simply doesn't combine with our new music. But there are many songs, Sea of Fate, for example, could be a song that you can include in this record. For example, Sea of Fate, somehow. There are many songs that fit with this new way and this new direction, in my opinion. But of course, with the time, when we will have a new record and so on, we will play just our new songs for the new band. Because it's like this. We said farewell to a chapter of our life and a style of our life, and not me and not Luca, we want to create a new fantasy saga of 20 years, simply because we are not into these things anymore and we are not able. I mean, we did 8 records, 2 EP, more than 15 years of saga. So when Luca left in 2011, the guys of Rhapsody of Fire asked me to write the lyrics. And I took care of the lyrics of Into the Legend and Dark Prince of Steel, and they say to me, good, it's poetic, but you didn't create a new saga. I say, really? You want to restart a new saga of another 20 years? Doesn't, you know, it's a different vision, you know, different, when you want something different from the music, you know. It's like after Christopher Lee, you take another, no. That was, I had, you know, this is what I think and what Luca thinks, but it can also be that we are wrong, but, you know, I am not that kind of guy that like to repeat for all his life the same exactly things with no evolution, nothing new, and even for you, for yourself, you know, as a musician, as a singer, as whatever, you know, if you go in the gym, it's the same in a way. You like to do this, but you will try probably to do everything, not just 2 of the 15 possible things. But some people know, some people, they like to do the same, exactly the same thing for all their life. So I am happy for them, but it's not for me, that's it. And what I did in this record finally is something that I am not proud, because proud I don't like as a word, but I am happy, you know, finally I was able to sing in a way that it's various, with different approach, with wide variety, something that I enjoy, even thinking about me on stage. I don't want to be bored when I am on stage. I don't want to say, oh fuck, show number 100 and I got still to sing exactly the same thing forever. You know, it's strange. I know also that it's strange for the other side to hear this, but I don't know. I think it's a matter of personality, you know, everybody's different, and it's like this. I love what I did in the past, and also Luca, but we are not able to write a new Everest sword anymore. We are proud, we like this, but it's not what we like to listen today. So it's not what we like to write and sing. That's it. But we love what we did. I mean, I think it's like this. As video gamer, ex-video game, now I don't play anymore, but I look my brother sometimes. I remember, you know, the first Nintendo and Spectrum and Commodore Amiga, and I saw all the evolution from Sega Dreamcast. Wow, that was amazing. And Xbox and PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they will do the 5. So I see all the evolution of, and it's, you know, it's like this. Everything in life is changeable, you know. But sometimes I love to do something that I did in the past. Like, for example, Dawn of Victory. This song, we love this song. We will play this song, probably. You know, sometimes you don't know, but there is something that is magic that you can't do. You can't live without this, you know. I love the PlayStation 4, even if I don't play anymore, but when I see my brother, I am like, wow. But still, sometimes I go back with the old game of Commodore Amiga that it's more funny, and even if the graphic is not incredible, you have more fun with this sometimes. That's the point. A song like Dawn of Victory or Lamento Heroico, it's something that probably we will like to play forever, because I don't know, we have some magic connection with these songs. For other songs, it's a little less. So it depends. It depends.
So what would you say is the difference if you want to play Dawn of Victory, but let's say not Emeralds, or like?
I don't know how to explain, but
it's just the magic.
Yeah, it's different mood. It's maybe because it's too much funny metal. Maybe I I don't know. But we have to discuss, because of course we have to choose now the right songs to add to the songs of our new band. So at least now that we have just one record. So of course we have to talk and find the right songs. That's it. But if we said farewell to a certain style, now we have to be coherent and to, we said farewell to the fantasy stuff, so I don't see us playing Forest of Unicorns on stage, because otherwise we are fake. That's it. Even if I still consider Forest of Unicorns a nice song, but not for me now. That's it. And then we don't want to make some people pissed, so... Wow. There are many good moments. First time in Japan, first time in Chile. Well, for me, maybe not. The band was doing 2 shows in the same day, They asked me to do... Okay, the promoter was talking with everybody agreed. Then, of course, I was the last one. He came to me and said, Fabio, the band is okay with this, but I have to ask you. I say, what? I have 1,500 people outside. The venue is sold out, but we still have 1,500 people outside. Can you please do a show from 4 p.m. to 6 and then another show from 8 p.m. to 10 or 10 midnight? I say, okay, let's do it. So this is one incredible memory. From the other side, for me, it was not so good the day after when I was in Argentina, but then I was like, almost dead, but it's fine. And then another memory that nobody knows maybe. It's good anyway, even if it didn't happen. We received an offer for KONAMI, long time ago, in Symphony of Enchanted Lands, part 1. And the song was exactly the one that we were talking before, Emerald. And because they wanted to use the song as a title track of the Castlevania PlayStation 2 game. Of course, our management was like, okay, what about me? So, you know how it is, KONAMI, as Sony or Square Software or whatever, they are so big, they say, hey, we have our team that create the music for our video games. We don't need musicians, we don't need. But it was a coincidence that we are releasing this video game and we listen this song from your band and fit perfectly. So that's why we ask you, but if you start to create problems, goodbye. So in the end we didn't do. And it's a pity because Castlevania was good. Okay, this was not the best chapter, but was anyway Castlevania, and it's a great video game. Leon Belmont is the vampire. My mother's surname is Belmont. My name is Leon, so it's a coincidence, but it's nice. And but that was good because it means that you did something good. And then the last thing that I want to tell you, Emerald Sword, like I was telling before, it can be a fantasy sword, emerald, green, but can also be the emerald tablet of Ernst Hermegistus that was talking about the relativity and it's always, you can have always a metaphoric meaning, so when Luca was writing this, he meant both things, not just like El Gador or New York, It's great to think it this way because I always think that whenever you write, even if you write, oh baby I love you, it's great if you are able to write a song and lyrics in a way that you let people think, reflect. But you want, it meant this or this, or what? Wait, it's good, because then the song is more rich, and you want to listen to the song more and more. And we were talking about video games before. It's like a video game. There are some video games, for example, in 8 hours you finish. So the longevity of the game, it's not so much. But then there are some video games that they are small secondary pet that you can play like 100 hours. So and every time you discover a new small element, and this is great. I mean, and it's the same thing for a song. If you have an easy song, it's good, but you can also have a kind of easy song with but I didn't listen this before. Oh, it's great, because then you want to listen again and again, and especially in Rhapsody, I think you can find a lot of stuff like this. So yeah, it's our way. Maybe it's a bit crazy, but if people like, it means that we did something good.